Video we'll be talking about the band Municipal Waste and the new album called Electrified Brain, released on July 1st, 2022. Now, Municipal Waste, they're part of the new wave of thrash metal. This is a band, they are a crossover thrash metal band. That's a form of thrash mixing hardcore and traditional thrash. They've been influenced by bands such as DRI, Suicidal Tendencies, and Nuclear Assault. In my opinion, I think they sound a lot more like Nuclear Assault and maybe a little bit more like DRI. The band is a fun band. They write mostly songs about partying, thrash metal, and some political songs. The songs are very short. They're between like 2 and 3 minutes, and it's the kind of band that they always give you what you want. They don't change their style. They don't experiment with other subgenres. They just give you pure, fast-paced thrash metal. The album Electrified Brain has 14 songs. It's only 34 minutes long. So normally in a video I go track by track, but for this type of band I'm just going to talk about the album as a whole, because if I did go song by song it would pretty much be like repeating myself, and you know, a lot of these songs do have similar sounds. So it is a band that records albums that are designed to be listened to like front to back. They are a perfect length, and the listener can just enjoy this roller coaster ride it takes you on with these fast-paced thrash metal music, lots of riffs, guitar solos, drum beats, mosh parts. That's a very big part of this band, and everything you want in thrash. In terms of lyrics, these guys pretty much write a lot of like humorous song lyrics. Sometimes they talk about certain topics. A lot of times they talk about like partying and alcohol. So for example, on this album, there are 2 songs like Last Crawl, about like going to bars, and 10-cent beer night, which is kind of self-explanatory. The title track, Electrified Brain, is about what the body goes through being in an electric chair, you know, similar to Metallica's Ride the Lightning. There are some catchy titles like Blood Vessel, Boat Jail. They kind of use a pretty snappy play on words. They maintain a consistent sound throughout most of the songs, but one thing they like to do is have a mosh part in many of the songs where they change the tempo a little, and that's the time during a concert when the mosh pit just like forms and just kind of goes crazy. The guitars sound very good. They have a chugging rhythm guitar riffs, lots of palm muted open E string. And I know like every metal band does that, but you know, as a metalhead, we just can't get enough of that. Some of the songs lean more towards hardcore with a very fast-paced and stomping drum beats, such as a song like Last Crawl. At times they kind of use some different vocal styles. So for example, a song like The Bite, they change the vocal style a little, and on other songs they use like a lot of like gang vocals, and that's something apparent in hardcore music. Lead guitar playing is very good. The solos are very technical, very fast-paced. They all have this like shredding style. Some songs with cool lead guitar playing. So for example, a song like Paranormal Janitor has some really cool melodic lead guitar playing. Demoralizer is another good example of those like twin lead guitars. That song actually has a slight like new wave of British heavy metal feel. If you're a fan of drums, it's a really good band for that. They play really fast, they're very precise. During the mosh parts, they change the drum beat, so that keeps things very interesting. The band has punk rock and hardcore roots. The bass guitar does play an important part in most of the songs. Many times you can really hear the bass playing, you know, throughout most of the songs. A lot of times they play these like unique riffs. Other times they kind of go along with the rhythm guitars. And that brings me to the production value, which is very good. All the instruments sound very clean, very crisp, and the album in general has a very good sound. That's all I'm going to say about this album. If there are any negatives to say about it, is that it is the type of album where kind of the songs might seem to blend together, like it's kind of hard to tell one song from the other at first, but once you listen to the album a couple times, they do kind of start to kind of have a life of their own. This is a band where it's not like a progressive rock band where you know the songs are very complex, where I just talk about the different songs and changes. It's a type of band that is very consistent. You know, everything might sound the same at first, but you know, as you listen to it, you know, like I said, they do kind of like, you know, have their own life. And it's a type of album you can just turn off your brain, forget your worries, just have a good time. Great album to listen to when you go into the gym. Just heavy music, perfect length, like 34 minutes, great album for a workout. And it's just filled with energy, and that's about it. So that's all I'm going to say about this. It's enjoyable, it's solid. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Let me know in the comments what you thought. This is JC Rock and Metal Reviews. My name is John. Please remember, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.